Hey everyone, it's your host Wade Franson, created in the image of God. I have a very special guest here recording a sneak peek today. This is a scholar and a wonderful human being that I've recently come into contact with who has dedicated her life to studying what the Latino, Latina, Latin community in America actually believes and why. Welcome to the studio, Dr. Walsh, or
Hi,
Sanchez Walsh, sorry.
hi, Wade. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Let's see. They believe nothing and everything. Okay, so the Latin community cannot be easily put in two categories, even though that's usually what they try to do. And they meaning the media, scholars, wh- whoever kind of comes in contact and wants to explore this community and understand the community a bit better. Um, Yes. Are they overwhelmingly of some Christian denomination? Very much so. But they're not all Catholic. They're not all evangelical. They're not all conservative. They're not all liberal. They're not all anything. There's a huge growth of Latin people who are secular. And within that category, they don't want to be bound by atheist, agnostic, non believing. They just like don't believe, they just choose not to. So we have to kind of unpack that and go, what does that mean? What do all of these new things mean, predominantly among younger people, right? So that's kind of where I explore things, is people who believe a lot of different things, because religion is fluid. Religious identity is fluid. So number one, the couple of things that I started with, and then we can move on from there with our sneak peek. And certainly join us later on in the spring when we get to this in your normal show, is they believe a lot of things and nothing. And how do we unpack that? We just say that religious identity is fluid, just like ethnic identity is fluid. And so how do we capture those fluid identities when they merge together?
Well, and one of the things that's interesting is the recent article that you wrote about theological education and the challenges in that. And I feel like one of the challenges is we all both want to have an identity, but we all resist having labels applied to us. Is that accurate?
It is. It is, because we all, either whether we work on it, whether we actively seek it, we have changed our identities all over the place. When we were younger, we wanted to be certain things. When we were in high school, for sure. With adolescence, we changed. With adulthood, we changed. When we were in our careers, and we're kind of seeing towards the tail end of our careers to figure out what are we going to do in our quote unquote golden age, all of this stuff. So, but the effort that people put into changing, and whether they recognize that change in others, whether they recognize the identity changes and the fluidity in others, is always the challenge.
And we'll dig into that topic in the show, which will air on March 24th, 2026, with Dr. Arlene Sánchez Walsh. You're not going to want to miss this show. Be there.